Lee Boxer True. So happy Memorial Day. Today we honor the fallen soldiers, past, present, and with that being said, getting back on this Floyd Mayweather Jr. situation, $175 million taken, robbed, uh, don't know where all the money's at. That's a problem. That is a problem. And we've known Floyd Mayweather to brag about he makes good investments, he puts himself around the right people, but apparently some of the situations that he's been running across have been people that have been corrupt or took his kindness for weakness. With that being said, when you're buying $15 million watches, $2 million Bugatti cars, and you just keep buying and buying and buying things, especially with jewelry, it depreciates after a while. So, some of these people that you see even making more money than Floyd, you don't see them all decked out in the jewelry and everything. You see them pretty much low key for the most part. They don't have to show all their assets that they have on them. They already know they got them. And for the most part, anybody that knows Floyd Mayweather, except for now, they're probably considering him, oh, he's broke. Our broke, his broke is totally different than our broke. But his way of dealing with money is causing them problems with the IRS. I'm not sure if anything's been taken yet. He does have a 3-fight deal. And with this 3-fight deal, he will be able to make a good amount of that money back that he has lost. Or he has to go to court to go get that money. But while that's going on, he has time to make this money. Sometimes this could be a blessing in disguise, him losing all this money right now, because it would allow him to tighten up on some of his habits that he has and say, you know what, I can downsize. I don't need all this security everywhere I go. Maybe I need it this time or that time. It would have been good to see Floyd actually build up a stable of boxers and actually put that money where he's putting in the Bugattis. But, that's something that a different person would do. I don't think Floyd is into, investing his money into boxers. So man, he could even got heavyweights. Get him some money, then hire them in security. When they're not fighting, you can be like, okay, well, hey, you're gonna be my security, so you're gonna be on the payroll, so you're getting paid this way, and you're getting paid in the ring when we get a fight for you, and then I'll have somebody else replace you during that time, and then when it's off, you back doing this again. These are probably like your lower level heavyweights that are not seeing the money right now. So Floyd Mayweather Jr. is still in a good situation where he can still make money and still make his family very profitable if he takes the right steps and makes the right moves. But he can't come out of this just to floss again. People are already going to know how much you done made off of the fights, and as long as you're not in any trouble with the IRS, all you need to do is have. See, this one, Leonard Ellaby comes in handy because he was the outspoken person, and to me, I think that breakup should have never happened because I really don't hear too much about him being brought up of him taking any money, and he was the outspoken person who would be able to talk and say, hey, Floyd still has money, he still has situations that he has that he can make things happen. And he was just a mouthpiece for Floyd, but now he doesn't have that. So now he's trying to explain himself about the finances. And 50 Cent has warned us about that this would happen with Floyd, that he mismanages his money. He spends way more than he's bringing in. When he was active, okay, there was no problem. But now that you see you're not active no more and the money slowed down, it ain't coming in like it used to be, there has to be a point where you're gonna have to say, hey, I gotta slow this down. This is no longer, I'm no longer in the spotlight like that. So I need to slow down. Maybe I need to do the investments in something I know more than anybody. And that's boxing. I always thought he should, okay, I'm going to make money off of this. I also think Floyd should do a movie about his life or a series about his life. And if him and 50 were good, I believe the series would have been a good thing on like a Stars or Netflix or something like that. He's doing business with Netflix already. Just imagine a Floyd Mayweather Jr. series with him talking about Jay Prince, the other boxers that were brought into this. This could last like 7 seasons. Just off of this alone, bringing them from the what is he from Flint, Michigan, and then going on to the seasons after seasons, and then bringing up the Mayweathers, Floyd Sr., Roger Mayweather, and I believe he had another uncle that was in the military that I believe boxed too. And if somebody knows about that uncle or knows the name, put it in the comment section. But I'm sure I heard that or I looked that up before, that he had another uncle that either did some kind of boxing or was in the military and he was doing boxing. I'm not sure. I could be wrong on that one. But with that being said, everybody's talking about it right now, how Floyd has got robbed over $175 million. And that's just one of the things he's claiming. He's claiming missing money from Al Heyman, now child support from a daughter, over like $4 million for a daughter that he is the father of, from a stripper employee. So hopefully Floyd turns this around and he gets focused on saving and putting his money in the right direction, and saving money and doing what he needs to do to keep the IRS away from him. With that being said, Lee's Boxing Truth, like, comment, you know what to do. Subscribe.